I left you with this problem at the end of the last video. It's number 33 from the assigned homework, and we're graphing the solution set to this inequality in the xy plane. The first thing we want to do is isolate that absolute value. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. Now, since that's a positive number, the inequality stays the same. So we've got the absolute value of y is bigger than 1. The boundary is what we get when we replace that inequality with an equal sign. Absolute value of y equals 1, which means y would equal plus or minus 1. Remember, when y is constant, that's giving us a horizontal line. So our boundary curves, in this case, are 2 horizontal lines. Because that's a strict inequality, those are going to be dotted lines. So we can go ahead and draw those. We're going to have one horizontal line at height 1 and a second horizontal line at height -1. Those two lines divide the plane up into 3 regions. There's the bottom part down here that's below -1. There's the middle region between -1 and 1. And there's the top part above 1. I like to isolate the absolute value first. That way I can use the shortcut that when the absolute value is bigger than something, that's saying a distance is big. When a distance is big, you draw your boundaries and you want to be outside the boundaries. If you had preferred to, before you isolated the absolute value, switch to the equal sign, and you're not sure if your work would have changed the inequality, then you would need to just pick a test point from each region. I think it's simplest to just say, hey, if absolute value is big, we're staying outside of the boundaries. So that would be above this line or below that line. So we're going to shade both of these regions. Let's just double check that by choosing some points. I could choose the point here, 0, 2. The absolute value of y would be 2. That is bigger than 1. We should shade this region. The origin here, 0, 0. The y value is 0. Absolute value of 0 is 0. That is not bigger than 1. We did not shade that region. Down here, we've got a point 0, -2. The y value is -2. Absolute value of -2 is 2. That's bigger than 1. And we shaded that region. So it does check out nicely. You'll notice absolute value, I said, was the distance from 0. Y is 0 on the x-axis. So here we're talking about the distance from the x-axis being at least 1, or sorry, being bigger than 1. So that means you've got to go up more than 1 or down more than 1.